I've had my hands on the Pixel 6a for about a week now, so this is your complete Google Pixel 6a review, including some of the best Pixel 6a features. Hey friends, I'm Tasia Custode and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share tech tips, app reviews, and an abundance of Google tips. And this is just one of two videos on the Google Pixel 6a because all this goodness couldn't fit into just one video. So there is a lot to cover when it comes to Google Pixel 6a. You ready? Let's go. So I was lucky enough to be gifted a Google Pixel 6a to review for you. So first things first, let's talk about what's in the box. You'll get, surprise, surprise, the Pixel 6a, but you'll also have a USB-C to USB-C cable, a quick switch adapter, a SIM tool, and a quick start guide. And that's it. There is no charger in this box, which I guess is just becoming the norm. But now let's talk about the physical specs because Pixel 6a comes in 3 colors. The Pixel 6a features a 100% recycled aluminum frame. The one I have is Sage, and you'll notice the two-tone color variant here. So above the camera bar, it's a different color than below. All 3 colors feature this little detail as well. So the chalk has more of a light gray at the top, and the charcoal has a darker gray at the top. But the bump on the camera bar itself is significantly less than on Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. As we jump into sizing, it's clear that Pixel 6a is a precious little bundle of joy at a weight of just 6.3 ounces or 178 grams. She's 6 inches tall and 2.8 inches wide and 0.35 inches thick. She features a 6.1 inch display. So for comparison, Pixel 6 Pro has a 6.7 inch screen, and you can really get a sense of the size difference when you have them side by side. But believe it or not, it's even smaller than the Pixel 5a, which has a 6.34 inch display. And while we're comparing it to the 5a, you're gonna notice something else missing. The headphone jack is no longer on Pixel 6a. Honestly, a headphone jack could totally fit on 6a, but I guess we're doing away with them, just like chargers. But all this is to say, I really like the size of the 6a in my hand. I think my hands are, I don't know, pretty average size. I don't really know what that means, but it feels good in my hand. It's not too big, yet it doesn't feel undersized. I can easily navigate the device with just one hand, making it really easy for my thumb to do all the work, which I guess you could say is really handy. Now the screen on Pixel 6a is 1080p OLED panel with 60 Hz refresh rate. So to put that into perspective, the 6 has a refresh rate of 90 Hz. This can mean that motion might not look as smooth on the 6a, but, and that's a really big but, that's if you're used to a device with a higher refresh rate. If you're coming from an older model phone, you are not going to notice this at all. The untrained eye, forget about it. It's a non-issue. Plus, one of the other reasons Google decided on the 60 Hz refresh rate as opposed to 90 Hz was a battery life saving decision. But back to the screen, we've got to touch on the fingerprint unlock feature. That's right, just like the 6 and 6 Pro, 6a has a fingerprint scanner on screen. So I ran a side-by-side comparison with my 6a and 6 Pro, and I gotta say, Pixel 6a is pretty much just as responsive. I mean, it's really tough to tell. 6a might be a split, tiny fraction of a second slower. Again, I don't think the average user is going to notice that one way or the other. Now, some people have reported a bug where they register one thumbprint on the device, but the other thumbprint actually opens the device even though they never registered that thumb. This has not happened to me. I have not experienced this issue at all, but just know that Google is aware of it and they are running fixes as we speak. Now moving on, Pixel 6a comes with 128 gigabytes of storage and there's no expansion option here, so you get what you get. But I do think 128 gigabytes is more than sufficient, especially for, more of a base model like this. It's also got 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is 2 less gigs than the base model of Pixel 6. Again, I don't think this is something a novice or a casual user would notice. But we'd be remiss to talk about tech specs and not talk about what's powering the Pixel 6a. Pixel 6a is powered by Google Tensor. That's right, Pixel 6a comes with the same high-powered engine that's behind the 6 and the 6 Pro. Google Tensor is the first custom-built processor designed by Google and made specifically for the Pixel. It is such a powerful chip. So this means better, more advanced AI, exceptional computational photography, live translation, speech recognition, longer battery life, and a faster performance. And we'll talk about battery life in a second, but Google Tensor is a big reason for all the amazing Pixel 6a camera features. And if you want an in-depth video on the best Pixel 6a camera features, that video will be listed in the description below. So here is just a quick rundown of the best camera and video specs. On the back of Pixel 6a, we've got a 12.2 megapixel dual pixel wide camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. That's actually a downgrade from the 16 megapixel ultra wide found on the 5a, but the sensor is larger, so it allows more light on the ultra wide. Now on the front, we've got an 8 megapixel camera, and 8 megapixel is really nothing to write home about, honestly, though combined with Google Tensor, it's still going to produce nicely processed images. Without going crazy here on all the camera capabilities, you've got features like face unblur, magic eraser, real tone, night sight, and more. In terms of video, on the back we've got 4K video recording capabilities at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. With the front camera, we've got 1080p at 30 frames per second. There are a whole whack of video capabilities too, like video stabilization, astrophotography time-lapse, slow motion, and more, but I'm not gonna get into all the camera and video features here. You're gonna have to watch my other video on that, or else we'd be here all day. Instead, let's move on to that battery life. There are some mixed reports here when it comes to its battery performance. Now, Google says Pixel 6a will hold battery for over 24 hours and up to 72 hours with extreme battery saver, but you should know that the battery is not quite as good as the 5a. However, I think it really depends on how you're using your device. If you're heavy on any of the things that take a lot of processing power, I wouldn't necessarily say the battery's bad, but it probably won't last over 24 hours. And you know what? An easy fix, believe it or not, is that if you just charge your phone at the end of the day, it'll be good to go for the next day. Magic. Something else to note is that Pixel 6a comes with really the same experience as the 6 and the 6 Pro thanks to Material You. So of course you have your standard suite of Google apps, call screening, live translate, speech to text, robust connectivity, comprehensive security features, and so on. Another important detail is that you'll get 5 years of security updates with Pixel 6a. Some articles and reviewers are reporting 3 years, but I can confirm it is 5 years of security updates. Pixel 6a is $449 US, and it is officially available now. So in summary, Pixel 6a is a really good device. You're getting what's considered a budget phone, but with a high-powered processor. So if you don't care about, the biggest and best display, and if you want a really reliable device that will last you for a few years, take awesome photos, and give you good bang for your buck, you really can't go wrong with Pixel 6a. Good things come in small packages. Ooh, that's good. That should have been their tagline. Google Pixel 6a. Good things come in small packages. I like it. So what do you think of Google Pixel 6a? Is it the budget phone for you? Let everyone know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, well, I want to know. So give it a like, a share, or leave that comment below. You can click right about here to subscribe to my channel, and here for even more Google Pixel content. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.